Excuse the excitement. I'm currently 10 foot below the surface, compressor diving for alluvial gold, and I've just found my first of many gold nuggets for the day. A perfect 3-grammer, valued at over $500, and believe me, we're just getting started. You see, I've been prospecting for many years now, scouring the cracks and crevices of the riverbed for any gold the old timers missed. And with a couple of multi-ounce days under the belt, you could say I've done alright at the game. But the gold here in Tasmania is quite fine by nature, and nuggets of any size are extremely rare. But my research has led me to a good location, which judging by my calculations should not have been worked before. So join me on this adventure as we dive deep into the unknown and push the boundaries of gold prospecting to its limits in pursuit of the greatest gold nugget hole I've ever found. The location I'll be working today is very remote and is several kilometers away from any road. It will require a long journey on the quad bike, followed by a big trek through the cool, temperate rainforest. With all the weight of my dive gear, compressor batteries and weight belt, I'll be carrying around 50 kilograms on my back. But of course, before we get the chance to do that, we must first cover what we can on the quad. And after an hour and a half of back-breaking punishment, we've arrived. Okay, so we've made it to the pool. Now, all of this area here could never have been prospected before because in order to do that, you'd have to divert the river. But we brought along a special tool today, the compressor. We're going to be hitting some of these deeper spots and see if we can't find some untouched gold pockets. So we'll gear up and get into it. See, a crevice like that, pretty deep and narrow, that one's cleaning out. That could be loaded right there. If you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any exciting videos that I have coming up in the future. And also, to help me hit my target of 150k by the end of the year. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to start off at the back of the pool. There's a couple of little deep spots there with potential crevices, but they might be smooth. We'll just slowly make our way forward and investigate any little spots that might be holding gold, and ultimately I think at the end there's that really big deep crevice off to the side. I think that could be loaded. Because of the extreme thickness of my wetsuit, I need to wear this heavy weight belt to stop me floating off, which is really handy, but can also be super dangerous considering I'm out here all alone, and I don't recommend anyone following in my footsteps unless you have a lot of experience in diving. As I'm adjusting to the temperature, I'm looking around for any cracks or low points in the bedrock where heavy items like gold might accumulate, and it doesn't take me long to find a potential candidate. Fanning away the top layer of sand, I notice that there's at least a couple of tight packed rocks in the crevice. This is a good sign that no one's worked here before, so I followed it along to the right, fanning the material as I went. Little did I know that this would lead me to my first piece of gold for the day, a nice little nugget. And can you spot the piece of lost history coming next in the crevice? It's the black corroded item next to the snuffer bottle. But first, let's get this gold. This old relic must have been thrown in this pool over 100 years ago at the end of the gold rush. If this could be in this crevice, imagine what else could be here. The exciting thing about this gold was it was all fat and chunky. It was time to get stuck into it and see what else we could uncover.
That's so awesome. So right where I got my first little nug, found this old hammer. Someone must have thrown it in hundreds of years ago. It was all rusted around it where I was digging out the little bits of gold, but that's incredible. I can't believe that.
So after swapping out my compressor battery, it was time to get back into it. I was slowly making my way forwards in the pool, checking every crack and crevice that I could for any potential for gold hiding, and things were about to heat up. I spotted this beautiful ledge which ran directly across the pool, and what made it so great was it had a nice exposed bedrock slide leading down towards it. So I started shifting the gravels, hoping to find some tight packed rocks or low pressure zones. Unfortunately, this section of it was smooth, probably due to turbulence, so I shifted my attention elsewhere and started searching for another trap. All these big boulders are no good, we need to find the bedrock, but I felt pretty deep now. How much deeper would the compressor allow? This is what we're looking for, two steep walls of bedrock creating a natural V shape. Any gold that's come down this should trap at the base of the V. Although there was a fair bit of ironstone accumulated in this spot, the bedrock was smooth and I couldn't see any gold here. But deep down I could smell it, and it was only a minute or two away until my whole world was going to be rocked. Ah, the exposed bedrock slide that leads down to the beautiful ledge. This is where the magic was going to happen. These tight packed rocks create the perfect time capsule for hiding heavies underneath. And as you're about to witness, there was thousands of dollars worth of these heavies in this tiny little crack. The first of these was this beautiful round chunk, definitely a multi-grammer, and I knew I was onto something magic. As usual, we'll take a closer look at each piece and throw them on the scale at the end of the video. Another chunky nugget. I already couldn't wipe the smile off my face, but I had this place to myself, and I wasn't expecting visitors anytime soon. control yourself, Rob. You can't afford to faint right now. Not in this situation. At least wait until you get to the surface. But I just found the largest gold nugget of my life.
Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. That was just insane. Like, the flash of colour was so chunky. Oh, my hands are so numb. I've just come back to get another battery for the camera, but oh, she's got some weight in it. She has got some weight. It's a big one. That's got to be like, it's got to be 7, I reckon. Oh, I can't believe it. What a spot.
They say pay peanuts, get monkeys. We'll try giving a man a handful of gold nuggets and see what kind of work ethic you get. I had the fever, and I was going to turn this place over like tomorrow wasn't coming. And when one spot's completely done, it's time to move on and find another one. But the first few spots that I dug down to the bedrock, they were always smooth and weren't holding any heavies. Finally, some good looking traps, some tight packed rocks. Nope, just more smooth bedrock. Now we finally got onto some. Come on, just give me one more nugget and I'll be out of here. But it seemed like once again nature was jealous of her treasures and she'd be holding them out for another day.
Holy crap, it is so cold in there. Look at that. That is a freaking awesome piece. So many good bits though. Beautiful gold. Well, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm shaking. I can't get back in there. I've only got half the battery left anyway on the compressor. So I'm gonna pack up, get out of here early, take my little haul and be happy. I'll see you guys back at home when we throw them on the scales and see what we ended up with.
This was a unique haul in the way that I probably got more nuggets and small bits. It's such a different feeling having a haul of treasure that's just nuggety. So first up we've got this pointy little picker coming in at 0.64. Then a very similar piece but a little bit fatter and smoother, 0.80. Our smallest multi-grammer of the day, 2.1 grams. Next up we have this chunky round piece, coming in at 3 grams neat. Another amazing round piece which could pass as an old coin, 3.09 grams. So that just leaves one piece, the big dog. How much bigger was this than my previous record of 7.7 grams? It's certainly the most beautiful piece of gold that I've ever seen, and the thickness is undeniable. Can we get double digits? Damn right we can, 10 grams neat. So the total for the day's work is 21.70 grams. Now the gold price is down at the moment, it's under 5,000 an ounce Australian, but it still puts us in at 3,487 bucks. Now obviously I had to return to cover the rest of the ground, so make sure you subscribe to see what else I find on the return trip. And until then, maybe watch one of my other big gold haul videos?